Hello guys, and welcome back to Pokémon FireRed! It has been way too long since the last episode because of my mistake, as I told you about in my update, where I managed, or didn't manage intentionally, but I managed to destroy my footage for the episode that we should have gone over next, but luckily it was just one episode and not too much did happen. So before we start, we will go over a little bit of what I did. So first of all, we are heading to 2 Island here, which was the second island we were supposed to go to and explore a little bit. There is a Pokemon Center here and a little mart of some sort, but it doesn't have too much, just simple little things that we could use while we're out here. I'll just buy 5 of these so we have a little bit of stuff. But other than that, we don't really need much. Secondly, there is a game corner here, where we met a guy who wanted us to do something for him. Hello, maybe he will tell us again. Hey, but listen, I'm begging you, you have to go to 3 Island. If anything were to happen to my Lostelle, my place is the house with the red roof on 3 Island. She may just show up late here, so I can't run off anywhere. That's why I have to get you to do this for this big favor. So he wants us to find his daughter, who is somewhere around on 3 Island, supposedly. And he also got a visitor from a biker in his shop, who was saying he was supposed to go through 3 Island but had ended up on 2 Island by mistake. There's also this guy. He is the Pokemon Move Maniac, and he can teach your Pokemon moves if you bring him either 2 tiny mushrooms or 1 big mushroom. So, I don't think we have any of those, maybe in our PC, probably. But I don't know if any of my Pokemon need to learn those moves, so we will just hold off on that for now. Though if you know any moves, just tell me and I might get them. And lastly, before we move on to the next island, there is this house right here, which some of you probably know about, and this is the lady who lives here. I perfected the ultimate move of its type, but will no one take it for future use? Yeah. She will look at your Pokemon, and if they are a certain type, the starters, only the starters, the 3 ones, from any area that is. So it doesn't have to just be the ones you get from this region, but other regions too. They will be able to learn this move. Now, as you saw, she did not want to teach it to my Charizard, because we already did so in the last one. He has learned Blast Burn, which is often called the elemental hyper beam of the fire element. There's also Frenzy Plant, which is a grass move, and Hydro Cannon, which is a water move. But that's about it. And that one is a really powerful move that will cause him to have to rest the next turn. So yeah, that's it for this place. So let's move on back to the harbor. We could just fly on to the next island, but I want to go the seaway because you haven't joined me on the seaway before. So we'll do so and sail away. We will go to 3 Island. And now that we are here, we have stuff to do. Now, last time there would have been some bikers running around in this area because apparently they think they own the place, or they did. But now I have beaten them all up and they are gone. Those bikers, are they gone? Oh, thank goodness, they certainly had me terrified. And there is this guy in here too that we should go and talk to, because he says stuff. Hey there, how is it going? What am I doing here, you ask? Why, I'm prospecting for gold. When I strike it rich, I'm buying a house in Kanto. Yeah, so people on this island want to move to Kanto. They don't want to live on the islands. And I can understand them in some ways, because it gets a bit boring living far away from lots of people. I live in the mountains myself, and it can be kinda tricky to get out and meet people sometimes. But he is kinda important for later. Not too important, but kinda. Anyway, the house with the red roof. This is what we were told to look for by that guy. Now there is no Lostelle here though, but rare rocks and gems are displayed. So, we were told to go and meet this maniac guy before, but we can't do much about that right now. And also these guys. You got seriously impressive Pokemon with you. Why, thank you. It'd be fantastic if someone as strong as you lived here. I hope you'll at least stay here a while. I beg your pardon, you're looking for Lostelle? Lostelle went off towards Bondbridge a while ago. So that is where we are going, and that is the path onwards here. But first we can look around town a bit, and yeah, I ended the last episode in this area after beating up the bikers who were harassing these guys. So I haven't explored and picked up items, as you can see. But let's explore a little bit. Whoops. Stop moving around. Me? I'm not Lostelle. She's probably gone to the berry forest, I think. She picks berries there for making lunch. Sounds nice. Not that berries can keep you full for very long. But they're good. I'm going to train my Doduo in the berry forest. When it evolves, I'm going to play a game on 2 Island. Yeah, that is a thing. You can make Dodrios play a certain game. Now, I don't know if I will play those games in this series, in that game area, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get back to it. Those are some multiplayer things and such, and yeah, that's not always easy to come across nowadays. Even though I know people who have the option to do so, it might be a little bit tricky to set it up and record it properly. But hello! I bought this house because I wanted to live somewhere quiet. Today I think I'll go out fishing. Doesn't sound too bad. Fishing can be nice if you have the technique and know where the fish is. Otherwise it can be pretty boring. Okay, do you have a stomachache? It's useless. I can't make this spoon bend with my mind. Maybe I really don't have any psychic powers. Yeah, that's a possibility. I don't know many who can make spoons bend with their minds. You know about a girl gym leader in Saffron City? She uses psychic type Pokemon, right? Yeah. I admire her, I really do. I've heard that she's one cool customer and beautiful too. Well, that's nice. I beat her up pretty badly. Don't tell anyone. You might think she's less cool than... what's down here? I didn't pay attention. No response. That is odd. Because you could... Yeah, there is supposed to be something there. Oh, I probably can't go down as far as that, but yeah. We'll go through and pick up the item. Now on this island, and especially in a certain area, there are lots and lots of item finder things, so make sure you don't stop using it too often. Oh, and of course, quickly regrowing trees. Be gone. Thank you. Now, we are moving on to Bondbridge. Please be quiet when crossing. Berry forest ahead. Why? Why do I have to be quiet? Is there something special out here? And before we move on, I would just like to take a look at my Pokemon. Their levels are pretty different from when you saw it last. Not too different, but there have been some changes, I believe. So don't fret if you notice any differences. They are supposed to be that way. But we don't take on double battles often enough. So let's go ahead and do that. especially since we have our new moves, and I want to show it off to you because it didn't work out last time. So let's take a look at this. They have Clefairies as usual, something like that. So, you guys, you should be able to take them on, right? Okay, let's start off by blast burning one of them, and now I don't remember if double kick is actually not that much better than Thunderbolt now, or if it's something similar or something. But I'll use Thunderbolt and see how it goes. Not bad. And my Pokemon could really use to gain some levels onwards, but yeah. And as you can see, Blast Burn is very powerful. You might have been able to take it out with the Flamethrower too, but it's nice to have an even more powerful move that we can use in situations that we otherwise wouldn't. And yeah, you can't choose a move with him now because he used Blast Burn and it's too powerful for him. But it's good, very good. There are better fire moves in later generations, but for now it is very good in single player. And very good for ending a match quickly or sweeping through something that would otherwise be very tough. But let's see, what do we have here? Something on that rock? Yes. So let's gather up some items. Oh, and I think, don't quote me on this, but I think I went and got the items that I left on the beach earlier. I don't exactly remember, but I'm pretty sure I did so we should have them all now on one island. Those I didn't get because we didn't have Rock Smash, but now we do. So now we can get lots of things, and now we can do mostly anything actually. Anyway, among those mostly anythings comes burning Bulbasaurs. That is on my agenda today. So burn, little toad, burn. Now this lady has even more of the Bulbasaur line, and I don't remember if we've seen an Ivysaur before. It's not very different from a Bulbasaur though, so nothing to think about too much. It's easy to go or take down anyway with my Charizard. He's strong, and whoops, I don't want to switch him out just yet. He should keep on fighting for a little while longer until he levels up, I think. Shouldn't be too far away. I might have to do a bit more grinding off screen before we go on to next area after this again, but we'll see. They are pretty balanced right now. But let's head over towards the bridge. I won't take on everyone here on screen. That would take too long, but I want to take on quite a few of them. And whoops. What is around here? Is it on the bridge? Nope. It's probably on the beach here. Yeah. There's probably lots of stuff on this beach, if I remember correctly. So I will just first of all fight this trainer here. I'm pretty sure she is a trainer and Johnny will take her on. And then I will look around the beach for stuff. Yay, yay, Pokemon! And I just noticed that Spoiler still has the experience share, which should be going to one of these two about now. So I will switch around items, then search the beach for items, and then we will go on. But of course there were no more items on the beach, so never mind that. I think there are some on this beach though. Yep, there are. So we will take a look around and see. It's over there. There tends to be plenty of pearls on the beach, so we'll just see if we can find some of those and sell them. It's probably over here. Stardust, not bad. Well, same thing. So nothing more it seems, so I'll fight these guys too. My mom said that I can't swim without my float ring. And that's it. So, there is a trainer out in the ocean, but I'm not bothering with those right now, because we have reached Berry Forest, so let's head in. Now this place is full of things that you can find with your item finders, so yeah. As you can see, there are spots with berries around, and you should be able to find so many items in here that it's not even funny sometimes. But it is nice to look around. Now, these spots won't always contain something, but you should be able to find lots of stuff in here even so. So we have orange berries, very useful, maybe not so much anymore for me, but yeah. And we can look around here. Now this is where Lostelle was supposed to be, so we will have to look for her while we're in here too. And you can also take the shortcuts by cutting down trees, which we'll do right now because I don't feel like putting up a rappel. So you'll have to bear with me when I do that. There's also a bunch of ledges that you can jump off here, and some lead to new places, some lead to the exit again. So yeah. Just have to keep attention to what you're doing. Let's see now. Where's the item? Is it that patch it's pointing to? Whoops. Seems like it. But just to be safe, yeah, nothing else. We're moving on. Now there are quite a few Pokemon in here that we might not have seen. You are not one of them. Go away. Or maybe not that we haven't seen, but that we haven't run into in the wild yet. So we'll take a look around if we find anything interesting, but I won't go out of my way to find it. We can jump down there, which will be somewhat of a shortcut. You need surf there though. And yeah, there is an item. There we go, finally. Just keep walking over the spots, or the same spots many times. Don't jump back down there, that's the way back. So, avoid that. Most of the people, no, not people, the Pokemon you can find here, are things you can find in the Safari Zone though, so there's nothing too special, I think. But that was a little shortcut. And that was a Gloom! So, we should be closer to the exit now, or where we want to go. But now I don't remember exactly where to go. Over here, I think. And then there should be some berries. And apparently it was not over here, it was down there. So I will just swim over, or surf over. Swimming over is a bit too messy for me. But my Pokemon can do the work. So let's see. No, stop stepping over it. Thank you. I think there is an item on the other side of this, so we'll just take a look before we go on. And indeed there is, but first I would like to put on a rappel, because that doesn't look too good. And I saved you the trouble of watching me cut down all the trees for a max elixir. That's pretty good though, so glad I came down here. But now we are heading towards the end of the forest that we want to go to. And the sign says, beware of wild berry-loving Pokemon. Okay. I will beware. They will beware of me though, especially after I've been here. Maybe not yet, but hello. Who are you? Oh, please, help. A scary Pokemon appeared there a little while ago. It kept scaring. It made Lostelle scared. I'm too scared to move, but I want to go home. Oh, here it comes again. No, go away. It's scaring me. Ah, I want my daddy. And this is why you don't go into the forest alone as a little kid. It's a hypno. And it is not very nice. It is well, I won't say too much about it, but if you have read a little bit about it, you will know that this is a horrible creature to meet alone in the forest. all by yourself, especially for a little kid. But yeah, it's not too strong. It's easy to beat, but it is a nice way to get easy catch of Hypno. Oh, that was so scary. Thank you. Lostelle came to pick some berries. You can have this. Nice. What's your name? Lostelle's scared, so can I go with you to my daddy's house? Okay, let's go home. It's kinda strange, speaking in third person and such, but I guess that's what kids do. So you rescued Lostelle. How can I thank you? Lostelle, darling, forgive me. Daddy didn't know you were scared and got in trouble. It's okay, Daddy. I got to be friends with Anne. Yeah, you did. Listen. Please show me you being cool again. Okay, I will beat up more Hypnos for you some other time. Oh, what's that? You're saying that this is for me? How did you know that I love rare rocks and gems? You sure know how to make a guy happy. Okay. You can have this rock then. Oh, I see. This is from Bill. You have to thank him for me. You know, you've been fantastic. I want you to have this. Nice. Maybe we'll use that sometime, but none of my team members can use that for anything, so not a big deal for me. Anyway, I think this is it for this episode, so thank you for watching once again, and hopefully there won't be such a delay until the next episode. So, see you all and take care!